We're thrilled to have you with us from Denton, Texas, Apache Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the North Texas Mean Green. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Going to the running game. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
North Texas will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Working the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football and, in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices.
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, North Texas.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
A snap wants to throw to start this drive. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Mean Green. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gain of 8 yards on the play is too short of the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. it's Clemens. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right side, it's Wormley. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Flying down the right side. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Sacramento State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Looking for room. It's Wormley. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, going to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Great place to start for this offense. Oh, he's got some space. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. The quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time they'll throw it. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Using his legs, it's Wormley. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body.
A lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's raining. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The throw to the outside is complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side, it's Moses. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Out wide right, it's Moses. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Set to kick off.
From deep, it's King. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. First play of this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pulls it in. It's Martin. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the #1 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Michigan State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Nowhere to go.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Now they'll run the draw. got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave them a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Breaks into the open. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Hauls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Run in the red zone, it's Wormley. Maybe some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mean Green. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Offense working from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Wormley. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab in their space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Ready to try the point after. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The handoff. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Right side, it's Moses. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Drag down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Uh-oh, look out. Powers through. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a 4-3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Moses. He'll be dropped.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming. See it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Makes the grab, and they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. North Texas really has it going on offense. Gives it to the back on the draw.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Got a little space. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Punt is in the air. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. Behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He'll take a deep shot here. Snared on the outside. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He wants to throw it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close.